Dr. Harrell's class. I thought I would take a few moments and introduce myself. I've been teaching at Arkansas Tech for about 4 years. I received my PhD from Nova Southeastern University in Fort Lauderdale, Florida in 2014. Before that, I worked for the state of Arkansas as an IT project manager, an IT manager, a lead technician, and even a remote technician. So I've had a lot of experience out in the real world. I was even at one point a technology director for a public school. So even as I worked as a practitioner in all these different positions, I always had my hands in part-time positions as an educator for different organizations and universities. So I've been in both worlds for a long time. So before we get into the nuts and bolts of this class, let's talk about a few important things that you need to be aware of. And let's start the slideshow. All right, so this class is COMS 2104, Foundations of Programming, and it's an introduction slideshow that we are currently going through. This slide contains my contact information, my office location, my phone number. That is my office phone number, but it will automatically transfer to my cell phone, so I will answer if you call me on that number. That's my email address next, and I included all this information in Blackboard under the information link on the left-hand side of the screen. All right, so let's go to the next slide. This course builds upon what you learn. This means that you cannot forget any knowledge you gain because you'll need to use it as we move forward. So this means you need to take some time to study. What does study mean? Well, basically, it means practice. One of the best ways to practice is to guess. Yes, you heard me right. Guess. You need to test and try things to see what they do. If you fail, you learned that that method that you tried did not work, and you need to try another method. This is how learning works. Think of a small child trying to learn to ride a bicycle. They fall left, then they fall right. They fall all kinds of ways before they are finally able to ride the bicycles. Then, the more they ride, the better they get at it. They learn what works and what does not work. This is true of programming. You will fall a lot at first, but as you practice and you test and play with the concepts, the better you'll get at it. This class is an introduction to programming. This means you'll be taking other classes that build on this one. So it's very important for you to learn and understand these concepts in this course. So get ready to study and study hard. How can you study using your best brain? If you were going to be a carpenter and you would have to take care of your body to be able to do your job, you would need your full strength and endurance to be able to complete all the tasks involved. In college, you need to take care of your brain. This is the muscle that you use to do your job task. So let's consider the things you need to do to take care of your brain. You need to eat well. This means lots of fruits and vegetables. College students are famous for eating lots of pizza and other quick foods, which is fine on occasion, but you need to include healthy options like fruit and vegetables to make sure your brain is able to function the way that it needs to. You also need physical activity. This means exercise. It doesn't matter what you do to exercise, just get out and move. It's important, and believe it or not, it does affect your brain, so keep moving. The third item is mental stimulation. I don't think you have to worry about that one. The faculty here will be sure to take care of that for you. Sleep is also very important when it comes to allowing your brain to function. Try to get the recommended amount, typically 7 to 9 hours, depending on the person. I know it can be hard when you're going to college and trying to work, but get as much sleep as you can. Stress management is important as well, but If you put some thought into this, you'll realize that stress is often caused by your own attitude. If you find yourself highly stressed, try to change your point of view and then add some downtime to decompress. One of my favorite ways to handle stress is to take long walks. Maybe you can find something you can do to help you manage stress. Next is relaxation. Take time off. Believe it or not, if you take breaks once in a while, you'll actually be able to complete your work more efficiently. If you can, pick a day of the week that is a, quote, down day, end quote. That would provide you some relaxation time. My chosen day is Sunday. I realize you can't always take a break on your down day, but try to make it happen when you can. Be sure to have some fun. You might include your fun day with your down day. They go together very well. Enjoy your journey because someday this will be over and you will be missing it. So take a little time for fun. Last, let's be sure to make friends and get to know people. This includes your professors. They are human and are here to help you, so take time to talk with them. Let them know your issues and your plans. This helps us all on our journeys. Dr. John Medina is a brain scientist, and here are a few pointers that he recommends when it comes to learning. To learn facts, you must repeat the reading or the learning of the information. So you need to repeat it. You need to repeat in 30 seconds in a 120-minute cycle. So repeat every 30 seconds for about 120 minutes, a couple hours, right? And then you leave it alone and you do it again. And about the most that your brain can handle is 7 facts at a time. But if you'll do this repetition, it will stick and you'll have it when you take your next programming class and you need all the stuff that you've already learned. Also, realize that your brain cannot multitask. You cannot do 2 things at the same time. When you try, what happens is your attention will focus on one and then the other and flip back and forth. Think of driving and texting. It just doesn't work. So if you need to focus on your class, try to remove as many distractions as you can so you can totally focus. Humans are natural explorers. We love to learn new things when it's unofficial, right? So try to have that attitude when you're trying to learn the new things in this class. Be sure to ask lots of questions and create flashcards or use the ones in MindTap to make you have to guess, because when you guess at answers, you actually do learn. One of the most important documents that you will have in all your courses is your syllabus. And as this slide states, the syllabus is a compass for the course. You need to make sure you read and understand everything that's in the syllabus. I've created a separate syllabus video that you should view before you start the course. Be sure to watch it. There will be a syllabus quiz in Blackboard to ensure you realize the importance of the syllabus. Next, the textbook. I sent out an email to everyone that was registered at the time when I sent the email. It included information on the textbook that you need. I also posted in Blackboard under the information link the textbook information. So be sure you have access to the textbook in some format. You know, I don't care if it's online or printed format, just so long you have access. If you purchase the Cengage Unlimited option, you'll have access to an online version and to MindTap. MindTap has flashcards and other study materials that you can use. MindTap is optional, but it can be helpful if you'll use it. The Cengage Unlimited option also allows you to have access to Cengage textbooks, meaning you do not have to pay for an additional fee just to access other textbooks. I will be going over how I organize Blackboard in another video. In that video, I'm going to explain how I organize and place certain items in certain locations, and this will assist you with getting started with this course. On email, please do not use Gmail or any other mail other than ATU mail. Use the Arkansas Tech University email account when you email all your professors. This is because the spam filter may catch any email from other accounts and the professor may never see it. So if you email me, be sure to use your ATU account and make sure you use it for other professors as well. You are responsible for everything in the textbook from chapter 1 through 8. As I said before, this textbook is used with other classes, so we stop at chapter 8. I don't have time to cover every little tidbit of information that's in the textbook, so you must read it to be able to have that information. It's a requirement. So read it, and if you get the MindTap and Cengage Unlimited, there's a tool with that online textbook where it will actually read to you. So, if you're driving down the road, you could have the textbook read to you, or if you're sitting out on your porch or whatever, right? So that could be handy for you. Also in Blackboard, I will post keywords for each chapter. These are important words that will be used in the future in your future job. So make sure you learn those words. You need to make sure you have tools to practice and to study, because this will help you, like flashcards, quizzes, study guides, end of chapter exercises, and anything else you can do to help you study and comprehend the material. All right, last slide for this. Review all information and review assignments in the Getting Started module in Blackboard, and that's located under Content Assignments. Turn on Blackboard notifications, that way you won't forget or miss any homework assignments or announcements that I post. And to get started, make sure you read chapter 1. All right, you'll be hearing from me in another video soon.